Good evening, peeps. I'm Auriel Grace, and sitting next to me tonight is Kendra Lockhart. And tonight we're going to be talking astrology. This month is a busy, busy month. So get your calendars together because you're going to want to write a bunch of stuff down. I've got notes. Kendra has notes. Everybody's got notes. But first, I wanted to talk. When I was up in Chicago, and I'm so glad to see everybody, including Kendra, because we had fun at the chocolate place.
And the Italian place.
And the Italian place, yes. It was really good. It was really nice to be up there and see everybody in person. And so, also, if you have questions or anything tonight, please put them in the comments and we will answer them as best as we can. But one of the things that I noticed while I was out and about, and even as I got home, and is that I'm seeing a lot of, and I'm talking to people that need attention. And I'm not talking about like the attention that we give as healers. As healers, we give attention to people, we listen to them, we are compassionate for them or with them. We give them the attention that they need as healers, doing Reiki or energy work, cord cutting, soul retrieval, however which way we do that. And that type of attention is healthy attention, because when you need something healing, when you need that, and you say it too, I need healing, I need help, that's actually a sign of strength, because you can say it. You can say, I need help.
And you want a solution.
And you want a solution. Yes. So I do a lot of readings. I do. And what I have noticed lately is that people want attention. They want attention in ways that, are kind of silly. And so we call this codependency. And sometimes people get mad at me when, I do readings for them and let them know what the deal is, how they can resolve it, how they can resolve their issues. And they'll get upset with me because, they don't want that. They actually don't want to resolve their issues. And they expect me to give them an easy way out. Now, sometimes there is an easy way to like resolve your issues. A lot of times it's just a shift in your focus or a shift in your mindset, opening your mind to different ways. But many of you are not communicating. You are blaming your goo on other people. It's your goo. Claim it. It's okay. It's okay to take that goo and go, oh, okay, you're my goo. Now, what do I need to do to like get rid of it? There's a lot of different ways.
Magic in ownership. As soon as you stop that external, you have my answer, and you start saying, I have my answer, like Byron Katie's The Work, a door will open. And
Yes.
sometimes the mind will just realize it's not actually a problem.
Yep.
I don't have to do anything.
Yes. And so what I'm asking you tonight now, because like I hear a lot of excuses as to why you can't accomplish things, why you can't strategize, why you can't meditate, why you can't have time to yourself. Here's the thing. You can have it. It's up to you to decide. And don't blame other people because you're not able to do it, because I don't want to hear it. All you have to do is open your mouth and say, hey, I need a minute.
Do you suppose that the timing of this little spike you're experiencing has anything to do with that pre-holiday anxiety and nervousness?
I don't think it's pre-holidays or Christmas. Nobody's talking about holidays right now. Everybody's blaming their goo on other people.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate. It really is. It's unfortunate. So please, please make sure to take care of yourself. Don't blame your stuff on other people. It's your stuff. Take care of your stuff. Take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
If no, you're the only person that really can take care of you in the way in which you would like to be taken care of.
And it will create you'll contain that ripple effect of you will stop being frustrated that your social neediness isn't being met. And the other person won't be getting back from being asked to give you the answers that are within you. So
right.
While you bring this up, I did have that exchange earlier today. Somebody very much wanted my soothing, my validating. And I thought, nope, you need to change your own conversation. I don't want to TED Talk this out with you.
Right. So remember, you are your best advocate. Please advocate for yourself. Don't sit around and feel sorry for yourself. Don't sit around and blame other people. Instead, be your best advocate for yourself. Okay, I think that's really all I wanted to say. Now we're going to talk about astrology.
Yay!
So,
which is one way you get to have your own answers.
Right. So I do want to say, Mary Parker, you did an awesome job with your homework. Rock on with your bad self. And yes. If anybody else has done their homework, please let us know in the comments.
Share to your level of comfort. If you want to show your notes, great. If you want to share a breakthrough, great. If you want to let us in so we can celebrate your aha from opportunities, bring it. You know, we're here. This is our service to your awakening.
Right.
And the more awakened you get, the more you start to have design and control over yourself, your life, and your experiences.
Yes. And that's why we're doing this too. So get your calendars out, mark the days, because there's some, October is a busy month.
October is as lovely as May was for us. So there is some really healthy astrology going on so that you can have, oh, you spoiled it. Yes, we're taking the month off with the Kazemi. So, all right, if everyone's got their pen and paper.
Okay, first explain what a Kazemi is, because.
Of course I will.
Okay. I love that word, Kazemi.
I know you do. So on October 1st, we're kicking off a month on the best foot possible. It's not necessarily a lucky day. It's an extremely opportunistic day. Kazemi means when the sun and Mercury, the planet of listening, learning, and languaging, your mental tool, is close enough to the sun to be considered co-joined. Why do we care about a Kazemi? Well, the mind and the path get fused so that you can get done.
Isn't that awesome?
Give yourself a big fat, I don't have a to-do list. I'm starting October off with a big cleanup. I have the sun at my back. I have Mercury pulling me forward. This works. I can accomplish, button it up, tie it off, put a fork in it, and start my October off on that note. On October 2nd, which is why I want you to use October 1st wisely, is the very next day is a new moon eclipse.
That's what I was missing. The new moon eclipse. Okay. Yes. So I did read about it last week, though. I just forgot to write it down.
Okay.
So, explain to us how eclipses affect us, because they affect us longer than just the day of the eclipse.
6 months. It's like you know, in a way, it's kind of like getting an inoculation of sorts. Is it shifts you and you adapt and whatnot. So let's discuss the new moon eclipse. First, we're going to do what eclipses are. We care about the moon one this time. We've done the sun one earlier this year. The reason why a moon matters is because it reveals emotional states. And so the eclipse is saying, what are you not paying attention to in your emotional constitution and makeup and design? Right. So now let's add in that it's a new moon. Time to start a new direction. And now it is in Libra. Why do we care about that? Because it's going to reveal areas around emotional division, disharmony, being emotionally at odds with people, and what part you're playing in that. Not just, oh, Bob and Joe and Sam are doing these things. Where's mine? Right. And this is why I want you to possibly journal on October 2nd. If you want homework, journal where you are emotionally divided. You're allowed to have more than one reaction to things. You can be happy that something's ending and also sad at the same time. But it's the emotional division that you're having. Is when somebody disagrees with you, you're getting upset. When you're not the smartest person in the room, you get petty. Things like that. Where is your disharmony? Where are you out of peace in your emotional body, your emotional skill set, your feelings bundle in your persona? And we'll start there so that it's a gentle, oh, this is what my next 6 months might need to get a little correcting versus pow, blind spot.
Right. Okay. Hi, Penny. Hi, Iris. All right, go ahead.
All right. We jump to October 9th. And the reason we're talking about outer planets is because this matters. Jupiter is going retrograde. This is a big one. It's good homework. Time to look within as far as what's holding you back from expanding or growing. Do you like where you're at? Be careful. That could lead to stuckness.
Right. Yeah.
So what's going on? What's in the way of you growing and expanding more? Are you concerned about losing a comfort zone? Have you got a little chippy chip on your shoulder? You don't like being a beginner at things? Take a look, journal that out, because Jupiter's going to be in retrograde a long time. So you're going to have to expand your interior by getting what's in your way out of your way. And when Jupiter is exterior, like it was in June, it becomes very fortunate and very lucky. We do have lucky days this month. We have lucky days every month. Yay. Right. October 11th. That's one of the lucky days.
October 11th, you guys. That's a lucky day. So
Pluto is going direct in Capricorn. Pluto is here to transform the last little bits of structure and system in the collective. Take note. It's its last 30 days in Capricorn in our lifetimes. It's moving on to Aquarius and it's staying there. It has danced back and forth, which isn't really true. Pluto moves very slowly. We move very quickly. So we've made it dance back and forth for a while. Right. And now the degrees are just at the right places where it will be set in Aquarius. Expect a profound transformation of dark to light through collective, through technology, through belief systems, through communities, you name it. But that October 11th is your last bit to transform around any sort of state, system or structure in yourself and how it plugs into the collective. Again, doing your part, first internally, first a me, then a we.
Right.
October 13th. Ooh, how exciting. Not only does Venus roll into Sagittarius, but Mercury goes into Scorpio. Again, another lucky day. Do something exciting with it.
Buy lottery tickets.
Lottery tickets. Why do you care about Venus going into Sagittarius? We remember, I see this.
We like Venus in Sagittarius.
We love Venus in Sagittarius.
Oh my God, that's so awesome.
This is, please, more.
It's a party.
So Venus is the planet of wealth, love, worth, beauty.
Yeah.
And it's going to Sagittarius, which is more and adventure time. Yeah. So this is where you want to start taking a look at if these are Venus's core values and we're personifying them through the lens of Sagittarius. That is the adventurer, that is the maximizer, that is the, sometimes it's a little excessive, but hey, it wants what it wants, and it says that a good time is a great time.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at Venus and Sagittarius. Pay attention to the things that you personally value. It's an excellent time. I'm valuing my health right now. I'm going to have a kick-ass October with this. Venus and Sagittarius, absolutely. Bring it in. Bring it in. Yes, please, more thank you.
Yes, please, and more thank you. Everybody write that down.
Yes. It's a great time to get anything that you consider of value, beautiful, love-centered, or wealthy in your book. This is where you get to watch your little high-yield savings account do its things. Like whatever you're putting your energy into, you're going to get a really good return if you treat it as Venus and Sagittarius homework.
Yeah.
Now, that said, one of the things to not do too much, Mercury is going into Scorpio for the next couple weeks. Mercury is the planet of communication. Scorpio tends to be your subconscious. It is your own personal basement and underworld. I want you all to take a little heed that perhaps your tone and your voice and your word choice can be a little heavy-handed, a little deep, a little probing, a little magnetic, a little too intentional for the tone of the room. So pick the ear for your language wisely in these next couple weeks. Otherwise, you might just say the thing that you can't unsay.
Right.
Because
be gracious and thoughtful.
Which is hard because Mercury in Libra is a master of diplomatic conversation. Scorpio is not.
No.
Scorpio will tell you, Scorpio will put you in your place. It was originally ruled by Mars. It has some spike and some bite to it.
Yes.
So take that pause, do that one Mississippi 2 before you pop off with your mouth. Because especially around authority, where power, which Scorpio rules, is at play.
Right.
And trust me, I'm already smelling the people I want to have some, choice words with, and I'm exactly going to be spending no time with them in mid-October.
No, you're not.
Nope.
Yeah.
So that's a tricky day because here you are going like, oh, I love myself. I should totally speak up. And Mercury's going, and you just might overdo it. You just might spill beans. You just might go a little too deep. You might ask a question that's far too intimate for the occasion. So just hang on. Mercury doesn't stay anywhere too long. It's restless. But this is the warning homework. This is the play homework. All right. As far as October 17th, we have a full moon in Aries. Again, with Mercury in Scorpio, which was originally ruled by Mars, and moon in Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. This is a very assertive combo.
Right.
If you're going to let it out, Aries likes to leap before it looks. So do not emotionally react too quickly, and do not, you might want to bite that tongue a little bit. So get through the teens in October.
Yep, throw it away.
That's right. In my world, I do silence magic. There are times where I get my power back by being shush. Like, if I go to the quiet zone, it's like I get more potency.
Right. And it is pretty potent when you go into the quiet zone.
Absolutely. Especially if people think you owe them an answer or they want you to defend yourself and you just give them that. It does things. It takes the power and puts it back on you.
Yep.
All right.
I always tell people, you just be you. You go be you.
If you ever want to do magic homework with me, just give me a chat. I will be your magic training spotter. We'll do a little like silence magic together. We'll set an intention. That's why Vipassana is a very special thing. People come out of there with great renewal visions. So I'm not just talking, oh, I made this up myself. It's ancient wisdom.
It is ancient wisdom.
It's in the Bible. It's in ancient cultures. This is a real tool if you want to use it, especially when times are a little detrimental, and this is not the best zone to be popping off.
Run in your mouth.
Yep. All right, October 22nd, we have Scorpio. The sun moves into a new season. It is Scorpio season. We're going to be celebrating Auriel's birthday not too far after October 22nd.
Yay.
It's our ladies' next trip around the sun.
Yep.
So the theme for the season of Scorpio is death and rebirth of the self. This is where it's a really good time to work on having an ego death. Is what part of you are you just done with that is kind of making it less than savory for yourself and possibly your relationships? You can have an amazing state change in Scorpio. Now, I am not a huge lover of Halloween, but I love the theme of Halloween called, hey, the veils are thin. Yeah. Let's merge that physical, non-physical world, the incarnated, disembodied, like the duality gets really close. So it almost feels like a sync up and a union. And that's what Scorpio is really good for, is what part of me in the basement needs some cleaning out so that my real conscious persona has an easier time.
Yeah.
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 Woo, we did it.
I know, right?
October.
So we got through October, peeps. And one of the things that I do want to say about this month is October, November are like my favorite months. And it's not because November is my birthday, but this is the time of the thinning of the veils. And even though we do have a thinning of the veils in the spring, this is a more potent time. Mm-hmm. It is a time where I encourage a lot of people to practice what Kendra just gave you, the information she gave you and the homework that she gave you. Practice that. Practice utilizing your intuition. Flex those muscles, because during this time is the time where we're going to see beyond our physicalness. You know, we may happen to see, and this year my focus has been on ancestors, because we've had a lot of stuff come up with ancestors, like what were my ancestors like, or my ancestors came here from a different country and they were starving and they came here for freedom and they came here so they could eat and they could have independence. And so there's a lot of people that think that maybe because their family forsook their country or their family, that there's bad luck in the family. And so I feel like we really need to look at our ancestors and make some decisions about the stories that our ancestors have told us, and look at them as stories. Don't claim them. Don't claim those stories that hold you back, because it's not healthy or good. And you want to accomplish whatever your goals are, you know, and if those stories are holding you in place, you need to let them go. See them as stories. They may be really great stories. They may be stories about strength and courage and confidence and all that stuff, but don't take them into yourself. Just know that was the path of my ancestor. I am the path of the descendant. And so that way you are clear of the energy, perhaps up the line, that is holding you from accomplishing your goals, whatever they may be. All right. So that's something that we're really going to focus on. I'm going to do a show about it in October, but I did want to talk about this month because, you know, I do love Samhain, and Samhain to me is New Year's, because back in the day, when they got through bringing in the crops and stuff like that, they had a huge feast, and everybody in the community would come to the feast, and it was like their New Year's celebration. because they were going into winter. Winter is a time where things go to sleep. So it was like one big party before everything kind of went dormant until the sun started to expand again during the winter solstice. And so I do want to encourage everyone, I know we have Halloween, and Halloween is okay. See, I've got a cat back there. Halloween is okay, but the reason for the coming together is because back in the day, our ancestors celebrated the day as a feast day, as the New Year's Eve and New Day. And so you may want to check your ancestry and you want to check your stories and see if your ancestors did the same thing. Because then we have Dia de los Muertos. And what are we doing on that day? We're celebrating our ancestors. And so I am a big fan of that. I even have my fancy crown I wear. And so, look at October as a day where we recognize our ancestors, we see them, we hear their stories, and we have a better understanding of them and their struggle to get us to the place that we are now.
Yep.
Okay. So that's a big spiritual thing. And I am a Scorpio, so I do work a lot with with the dead, with the peeps on the other side of the veil, and I work with a lot with the peeps on the other side of the veil, the angels, the spirit guides, the ascended masters, and that. And so, because of that, you can assist yourself, or I can teach you to assist yourself into connecting with those who have passed on. I am not a psychic medium. I do not do any of those types of readings, but I can assist you with connecting with your ancestors so that it can help you. You may want to check out my ancestral clearing meditation on my website at aurielgrace.net and start doing that twice a month. And you can start to clear your line this month. And it's a good theme too, because we're talking about Pluto, and Pluto is about empowerment. Pluto is direct empowerment on 10/11. And then we have Pluto doing something else. What was he doing? He was doing something else. Where is it?
It's his last 30 days in Capricorn in our lifetime.
Last 30 days in Capricorn, and he's going into Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, Pluto is the king. He is the king of the underworld.
He is. He's Hades. He will take that dark and push it out until you become light.
Yep.
If you look at what Pluto did in the last 20 years, we had the recession. We had our first Black president.
Yeah.
We had money go from paper to digital.
Yep.
We did cryptocurrency. We created working from home.
Yep.
This was even before the pandemic. All of these profound transformations around structure and system in the collective. The way we think we order things gets burnt down and then rebirthed into something new.
Yep. And Pluto is in charge of that stuff.
Pluto's in charge of that. Pluto also brought up some dark stuff. It brought up the Me Too movement.
Yep.
Like the burying of that dark stuff in Hollywood, and it brought up it blew the Catholic Church and the priest ring and abuse wide open. Reparations were made. People got settlements for the suffering at the hands of authority. Pluto went, yeah, you know what? You don't get to hide behind faith and do these things. It's still a crime. We're going to try you as if you're not a religious institution. And that was like unheard of. That was unprecedented. That changed that structure. So Pluto is coming, and it will just push everything to the top. Pluto's in charge of excreting toxins.
Yes. Yes.
So everyone's like, oh, no, not Pluto. Guess what? On the other side, it's a lot better.
It is a lot better. So if you want to go into the light, sometimes you got to go through the darkness.
You got to put
the light.
Yep.
Yes. And you have to check out your darkness and see how you can lighten that darkness.
Right. The
And
biggest
Pluto can help
one,
you with that.
and let's go back to October 2nd. The biggest one is the revealing around your emotional divisions. Take a look at where you're still holding grudges. Take a
Oh
look.
yeah.
Take a look at where forgiveness is a hang up or a hook for you because of the way you think it's defined versus what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Forgiveness issues isn't a low vibe survival version of it called what you did didn't matter. It's like I need to stop putting my resentment in a bank account that's gaining interest at my expense.
At your expense, and it's doing nothing except holding you in a space of resentment, which
Right.
is no bueno.
You lose when you do that. And
Right.
your attraction to obsessing on how it could have gone differently doesn't change how it went.
Mm-hmm. So don't hold on to stuff that is not serving you. This month is a good month to let go of those things that are just like holding you.
Mhm.
And you'll see when you do the shift, when you go, you know what, this is why am I doing this to myself? I'm punishing myself. Why do I do this to myself? And when you shift from non-punishment to the light, you will find that you are lighter and that you're more open to receive, and you feel so much better and freer.
Correct.
Yes. So,
All right.
this is a great month, everyone. Remember, please do your homework. I'm going to be doing shows. I'm starting up a spiritual show again from October until May. And I've already started writing shows. If you want a special show or if you want to know something, please let me know in the comments, or you can send me an email at agangofgirlsinc@gmail.com. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please like, subscribe, follow, whatever the heck it is that you're doing it on whatever platform. Please do that for us. All right. So have an awesome week, everyone. Please stay safe. Please say a prayer for those people that are affected by Hurricane Helene. Okay. And really, if you can help in any way, shape, or form through prayer, through physical, like helping them, however, which way you can, please do, because there are people that are stuck. They can't get out. There are people in the mountains right now that are waiting for helicopters to come and get them because they didn't realize, no one realized Eastern North Carolina would get hit so hard. Asheville right now is totally flooded still.
Mhm.
They can't leave. Um, Interstate 40 is shut down because there's no lanes because of mudslides. The people need water, they need food. I'm sure that they need more than that. But yeah, houses were floating down the street. And that's just North Carolina, which is about 2 or 3 hours east of me. And so, and down in Florida, it's going to take years to clean that up.
Yep.
So, if you can help in any way, shape, or form, please do. Please pray for those people. They were really going to need your help, everyone's help, because some of them do not have homes anymore. So, please stay safe and remember, keep your hearts open and align with the energy of love. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.